Billionaires emit more carbon pollution in 90 minutes than the average person does in a lifetime, according to a 2024 Oxfam report. Now, this is a statistic I like. A tax of up to 5% on the world's multimillionaires and billionaires could raise $1.7 trillion a year, enough to lift 2 billion people out of poverty. And so that's why I have trouble understanding why many people don't agree with me that this would be a worthwhile thing. And instead, they take the time to defend billionaires who exploit our tax code instead of giving back anything to the country and the people that made their wealth possible. But the pathology of this unimaginable wealth is, of course, not the only issue here. It's how they extract extreme wealth and how that process has evolved that's critical to our discussion. I mean, perhaps we should be thinking about their role in our electoral politics beyond the more obvious consequences of a wealth imbalance, political donations, and dark money alone. A way of classifying them that will shed new light on exactly how their power shapes us and, by extension, and how we vote.
Yeah, because I think we're living in what I would call like the conflict industrial complex. So we came with above the way of thinking about billionaires, and we have three classifications for sort of a new form of billionaire thinking. So the first one would be we have the carbon billionaires, right, who are like the Koch brothers, for example, or for top of the, or you know, people who make their money off petrochemicals, oil, or whatever. The Koch brothers, for example, have spent $145 million trying to convince people that climate change is a hoax. The second one would be conflict billionaires. And those are the people who have made their money by sowing conflict, by destroying democracy, by using social media to make us all hate each other, and not really think about this, that we're being treated unjustly. And that would be like a Mark Zuckerberg, who's worth like $140 million. Or even now, Elon Musk, who has stepped into the conflict arena and feels like, to a certain extent, he wants to be part of this massive project to undermine us with conflict-driven social media. And then the last would be capture billionaires, who are like hedge fund managers or private equity, who do use extractive processes to take wealth out of the community and hoard it for themselves. And those processes themselves, you know, of extraction create anger and resentment because they leave communities, companies hollowed out by extracting the wealth, not building something, but rather, you know, just taking money that would otherwise go to the community or resources.